Is the Book of Mormon a direct ripoff of Ethan Smith's view of the Hebrews? You're going to see this come up in pretty much any discussion regarding the potential origins of the Book of Mormon. And the problem is that both sides of the fence, I think, tend to kind of oversimplify the debate. LDS historian B.H. Roberts did do a side-by-side comparison between View of the Hebrews and the Book of Mormon, and he did find 18 parallels between the two books. And this is where critics of the church tend to, I think, oversimplify their position, where they basically look at the dates where the two books were published, they see 18 similarities, and they say, well, there it is, case closed, problem solved, we know where the Book of Mormon came from. The problem is that the LDS side of the fence actually has a better argument, and that's the fact that those 18 parallels between the two books are pretty much all there is. I mean, the Book of Mormon is a full narrative story. View of the Hebrews was just an argument. It was just the author, Ethan Smith, sitting down and saying, hey, I think Native Americans are of Israel descent, and here are the reasons why. We also can't say, though, that the Book of Mormon is true simply because it doesn't 100% line up with one book. We don't even need Joseph Smith to have read View of the Hebrews to use the idea of the Native Americans being of Israelite descent, because we know that it was considered common knowledge at the time. Even though we know that the knowledge was wrong, most people at the time accepted it as truth. And I would say that this public opinion was largely influenced by two other books that came before View of the Hebrews. These two books are A Star in the West, which is an absolutely fascinating read. There's a lot of historical, religious allegory in it. The author cites the Bible a lot, particularly Isaiah, which is, of course, relevant to the Book of Mormon. But that book is based on other works that came before it as well. And I think the most influential one is James Adair's History of the American Indians. James Adair lived with the Native Americans for several decades, and he compiled a list of, I believe it was about 23 arguments that he considered to be proof that Native Americans were of Israelite descent. So we need to realize that the Book of Mormon is an American Bible written by an American man for the American people. So it is going to have as many American ideas as it can fit inside of it. And this idea of Native Americans coming from Israelite descent is a pretty large part of the storyline and the world building that's involved in it. But outside of that, we can't really say that all of the Book of Mormon came from one book.